All right, what's happening? What's happening, guys? Good afternoon. Welcome to the Facebook Live-A-Thon to support Rescue One Global. We're going to wait a second here for some people to jump on, and I'm going to get into it here right away. I'm going to share this into a couple groups that I think need to see this, and can't wait to share with you guys what is going on here. This has been an unbelievable 24-hour period, almost 24-hour period here of just 48 plus people getting on here, sharing their hearts, sharing their time, sharing their money to support this unbelievable cause. So Rescue One Global, guys, is an incredible organization. And they are fighting sex trafficking, which we're going to get into some of the facts, some of the details of sex trafficking. And you guys, I had no idea until I was asked by Glenn Lundy, my man Glenn Lundy, to participate in this. I had no idea just how the statistics of this are incredible. And so I'm going to go through those in a minute, but I want to share with you guys the mission of Rescue One Global is to prevent, rescue, and restore all of these people who are going through this just absolutely atrocious tragedy of human trafficking. And so we're going to get into that. We have raised $79,104 as of the moment that I went live on this stream. So I appreciate you guys that have supported so far. To all of my contractor friends out there that own paving businesses, roofing businesses, anybody that is part of Top Contractor School, please, all of you guys who are on here watching, the feed is starting to pick some steam up here. Please share this so it can get out to more people and we can reach more people and more people can understand exactly what's going on here. When I share these facts with you guys, you will see exactly how serious this situation is. So as I was doing some research here, guys, the number one thing that really hit me is the first thing that I did was I Googled sex trafficking Pittsburgh. And some of the facts that came up about Pittsburgh itself and some of the things that are going on right in my own neighborhood absolutely floored me. And, so I wanted to read some of these things to you guys. I've got 2 pages of notes here of statistics and things that have happened. And I'm going to let this feed fill up a little bit. And then I want to tell you guys what our company, Top Contractor School, is going to offer to contractors that are willing to donate to this cause. And we are going to put some money where our mouth is as well. But in July 2019, the FBI executed a project called Operation Independence Day, in which 160 FBI jurisdictions across the U.S. combined to arrest 67 people, recover 82 minor victims under the age of 18, and an additional 21 minor victims were identified in that process. These numbers are staggering, guys. It's unbelievable what these numbers mean. These are people. They recovered 82 minor victims. I have 3 young children. My daughter is 7. My son is almost 5. My little guy is 2, and I have another one on the way. When I see 82 minor victims, I see 82 minors that are just like my children. And so a lot of you guys that are on this stream, that I see on this stream, also have children. And so I want you guys to think about what that would mean if that was your own children. So we all, I don't care where you are in the world, there's people watching this stream in other countries, Dominican Republic, Germany, all kinds of places. Nobody is immune to this problem. It is everywhere. And I'll give you some examples here. There is a man that I read about in this article that lives 10 minutes from my house that made arrangements to meet for sex with a 14-year-old boy. And luckily, that 14-year-old boy was actually just an FBI agent that was hunting these traffickers on our behalf. So Lacey and Daniel that are part of, that head up Rescue One Global, Lacey and Daniel are on the front lines, guys. These guys are out there rescuing these people. They are trying to prevent these terrible acts. They're trying to rescue these people, and then once they rescue them, they restore them and try to get them back into normal life. So what we're trying to do here for the next, I guess it's the next 6 hours still. This has been going on since last night at 7 p.m. We are trying to raise $100,000 in that 24-hour period. There is $79,104 has been raised so far. So we still have a little ways to go, and we need your help. And so here's what I want to do for all of my contractors out there. Please tag other contractors that would be interested in this offer that I'm about to give you. We have a program that is launching in just over a month here. It is called Top Contractor Elite. It is everything that we offer at Top Contractor School that you could possibly need to grow and scale your contracting business. That program is going to be $150 a month, so $1,800 a year to participate in that as a contractor. For a $500 donation today, you will get access to that for the next 12 months. So if you donate today, you will have access to that for the next 12 months, and I personally will 100% give you any amount of my time needed to make certain that your business is way more successful than it is today. We have guys that have gone through that program, guys and girls that have gone through that program that have doubled, tripled their revenues and profits in just about a 6-month period. So the value of that program is incredible. Any contractor out there that donates $500 to this during this time that I'm on, or the rest of the evening tonight, you will have access to that program from the time that it starts for 12 months. Anybody that donates $100, I will run 2 1-hour sales meetings for your team on any topic that you choose. That is an incredible value. We typically do that for about $500 an hour. So for those of you out there that are looking for a little extra boost here towards the end of the year, $100, I will run 2 sales meetings for you. So back to this mission, guys. Just this year, there have been 7 cases opened in the Pittsburgh area on travelers who have come to our Pittsburgh area to engage in sex with minors. 7 cases open. Another man from the neighborhood that my wife grew up in was charged with enticing a minor to engage in illegal sexual activity. This is my wife's neighborhood that she grew up in, and if you walk through there, you wouldn't believe it. Minors as young as 7 years old, guys, can face sextortion, which is being blackmailed with intimate photos they share with people online who betray their trust and use these photos to snare them into doing more. It is unbelievable to me, guys, the things that go on. And as you go down, I like to say in life, once you go down a rabbit hole, guys, it is extremely difficult to unsee what you have seen. And so the links are right here. Facebook, Live-A-Thon.com. You can go right there and donate. Please drop it in the comments if you guys are making donations throughout this time period that I am on. Rescue One Global is over here. And you guys can go there and educate yourselves on the phenomenal things that Lacey and Daniel are doing for people to help prevent this, to rescue the people who have been lured into this. It's not just kidnapping, guys. A lot of these people, they're going online and they're coercing people into online conversations with them, and then the next thing you know, they're just engulfed in this situation that they had no idea and never expected to be the case. So, and I'm going to give you guys one more real life example here. As I was talking about coming on here to do this today, I was talking to a very good friend of mine who I'm not going to mention his name. I want to keep it quiet as far as who he is to protect what I'm about to tell you. But I heard a friend of mine tell me this story today. He was back in the day, he was into some things that he's since not doing. He's not doing those things anymore, but he was into some things back in the day, and he ended up at a house where people were supplying drugs and various other things that were illegal. And what he ran into was a girl chained up basically handcuffed and tied up in a bathtub in that house where they were supplying drugs. And so he was still new to this whole scene that he was participating in, and he decided that he was going to find a way to get this girl out. And so he found a way to sneak in and get this girl unhandcuffed and released from this house that she was in. And so obviously that made him feel incredible, right? And 2 weeks later, guys, he walked back into the house, and that same girl was back in that same bathtub. And so I said to him, like, how did that happen, man? And he said, well, the sad part is, man, that, those people had already successfully had her addicted to drugs prior to the time that I was able to get her out. And so what she did was she went back to this place because she needed those drugs, and she needed, she just needed the fix. And so she ended up back in that situation again after being let out of it and gaining the freedom back that was stolen from her in the first place. So again, guys, go to Facebook, Live-A-Thon.com. You will see all of the rest of the speakers. You'll see all the previous speakers. Most of them, if not all of them, have been shared on my Facebook wall. There's been some incredible speakers, just some unbelievable human beings that have given their time, their money, and their effort to try and fight as hard as we can to eliminate the things that are going on with human trafficking. And I encourage you guys to read up on Rescue One Global and the incredible things that Lacey and Daniel are doing to fight this every single day of their lives. And so throughout this time that we've been doing this, there's been a private message on Facebook, and all the things that people have been fighting, lost internet connections, just difficulty finding a signal for people who are out there mobile. So the enemy, guys, does not want us to be successful at this, but I got news for you. There is not a chance that the 48 people that have come together to do this are going to do anything but be successful and reach that $100,000 goal that we have set. But we need your help. So please, for those of you out there who have the ability to give, please, if I've ever done anything for you or added any kind of value to your life, please, I don't ask for much. I never ask for anything in return, but I'm asking you today to please, please, please go online and donate to this incredible cause. Here's some more statistics, guys, that will blow your mind. 13 statistics that will help explain the scope of the problem of sex trafficking. There are more than 4 million victims of sex trafficking globally. 99% of those victims are women and little girls. It says here, the vast majority of sex trafficking victims are women and girls, though men, boys, trans, intersex, and non-binary individuals can be victims as well. The International Labor Organization estimates that 99% of the adults and children forced into sexual exploitation in 2016 were female. It's incredible, guys. So these people need our help. So the $100,000 that we are trying to raise here, guys, is going to turn into $400,000 once we achieve this goal. And so, but we need your help. So please go to Facebook, Live-A-Thon.com, click the donate button, and donate anything that you can. Again, Top Contractor School, Elite Program, $1,800 for the year. Any contractor out there that makes a $500 donation today, you will have that program for 12 months. No problem, no cost to you whatsoever. And if you have a team of people, I'll make you guys a deal. If you got 10 people in your organization, you make a one-time donation of $2,500, your whole entire company will be included at no cost. At just the $2,500 tax-deductible donation, you will have your entire company covered under Top Contractor Elite. And if you guys, anybody that donates $100, I will run 2 one-hour sales meetings for you, and I promise you I will not stop until you get the success that you're looking for if you support this cause. For those of you guys who follow me, this is perspective is one of the words that I throw around a lot. It's the title of my podcast. It's a word that I use quite a bit in coaching people, coaching contractors, coaching people outside the construction business. But I think perspective is such a powerful word when it comes to these things that we encounter in our lives. And so today, guys, I took a run this morning. I'm training for a 50K marathon race that it's a 31-mile race out in Oregon here on November 2nd. And so I went to do some training this morning, and I was into that training, and I started, not my legs started to hurt as they do as you approach 10 miles, 12 miles. I ended up running 13 and a half miles this morning, but it's interesting when we start to feel pain, how we can pull power from these people, from these children that are going through these things. And so as my knees started to hurt, I'm a 40-year-old guy, my knees started to hurt, my body started to hurt, and I couldn't help but think about all the people who were on this stream this morning, taking time out of their day, donating money, donating their time, their energy, their love, their commitment to helping these people. And so, I would ask you guys to pull some energy out of this organization and the things that Lacey and Daniel are doing for these people, mostly women and girls, that desperately need our help. And the only way that we can be successful, guys, at raising this money, because it's not just about the $100,000. The $100,000 gets us to the goal, but they need as much money as possible to fight this. It's not about just getting to the $100,000. It's about blowing past the $100,000 goal that we have and being able to fund them for years and years and years to come. So I would ask you guys to dig deep. Nothing in this world feels better than giving. So please find it in your hearts today to go over there and make a donation. And if you make that donation, please let me know that you did that so that I can get you signed up for all the offers that we have. And I don't care if you donate $5, $20, $50, I promise you this, I will do something special for you. So please go over there and donate. Any amount of money helps. If you have $5, it helps. Please don't ever feel like because you can't donate enough that it doesn't mean something. It's about your heart. It's not about the dollar amount that you can give. It's about what's on your heart to help these people and help this organization reach its goal and get us closer to that $100,000 or over that $100,000. So please, guys, every dollar and every penny helps this organization make a bigger impact. So back to some statistics here, guys. I'm about 18 minutes in here. Agreed, John, we got to take combined action. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Please share this out, guys. If you haven't shared it yet, click the share button. If you can't donate, you can at least hit the share button, and that'll help more people and raise awareness and do all kinds of excellent things. So 7 in 10 victims that were exploited were from the Asian and Pacific region. It's crazy, right? And so when we talk about, there's some more statistics here about illicit massage parlors in the United States. Illicit massage parlors are estimated, the industry is a $2.5 billion industry in the United States, and those people are being brought here in containers. They're being shipped here to be stuck in these massage parlors and being sex trafficked from across the world and enslaved in our own country. So I want you guys to think about that for a minute and think about if maybe you could go without a cup of coffee, without an expensive energy drink, without something that will allow you to give $5, $10, $15, $25 or more. If you have the ability, for all of my contractor friends out there, I know you guys have some cash. And so please take the time to donate. And I promise you that I will make it worth your while. For those of you who do business with us, you know that we do everything in our power to over-deliver and make sure that you guys always get your money's worth and get tremendous 10 times the value that you ever pay. And so when something like this that means a lot to me, I promise you, if you put your money where your mouth is, that I will put every ounce of energy and passion that I have into helping you and making sure that you're successful, because that's the right thing to do. Girls in foster care are particularly vulnerable. So these little girls have been through a lot already, right? And they get placed into foster care. And so these people start to lure them away from their families or interact with them online. So for those of you out there that have children, have young children, have little girls, please take the time to educate them. I can promise you this, I will absolutely have these conversations with my daughter. She's 7 years old, but you never know. My daughter has an iPad. She takes pictures. You never know what your kids, can be convinced to do. And so it's incredibly, incredibly important for you guys to have these conversations with your children. They are never too young to understand what's going on in the world around them. And so have those conversations and realize that these girls who have been through so much, they've been in foster care. Now they're being lured away and put into these sex trafficking rings and sent all over the country to never be seen again by anybody who actually cares about them. And so for those of us who have children, if you don't have children, you know somebody with children, and you know that their innocence should never be ripped away. And so your money, your time, your effort, your shares, your likes, all of those things are going to go to fighting this just absolutely terrible thing that we have going on all around the world. It's not just in our country. It is everywhere around the world. There are an estimated 9,000 illicit massage parlors around the U.S. that are taking these young girls from other countries, from our country, and putting them in there and enslaving them to perform sex acts on men across our country. And so this is the real behind the scenes pieces of everything that we're talking about here. That we, by the way, those of us who live, normal lives, who have never been encountered by this, we are sheltered. I had no idea, guys, before I was asked to do this, the statistics in the unbelievable volume of people who encounter this kind of things. And so don't just think about those girls. Think about the families. Think about the heartbreak, the missing children, the people all over the world who are looking desperately to find their daughters, their sons, and can't find them. And so imagine what that would feel like. My daughter at 5 years old, one time was missing for about 10 minutes. She had run outside into the driveway and crawled into her car seat. And I can assure you, my parents were at my house, and my wife and I, and everybody was frantically looking for her, trying to figure out where she went. And so I think about that time when I think about, and I read these statistics, how those parents and how those people feel when they possibly never find those children again. And so your money today, the money that you will donate, absolutely will go to make sure that those parents never have to experience that feeling. And so every single dollar will go to fighting this absolutely terrible situation that we have going on in our country and around the world. So again, guys, Facebook, Live-A-Thon.com is where you can go to donate. Please, every dollar helps. Go on there, donate anything you can. Let me know that you donated. Send me a DM, drop a comment in here, and I will get the report after this is all over. But I just want to know so that I can reach out to you guys and thank you and do something for you, because you are doing something for me. Rescue One Global, you can follow that website right there, rescue1global.com, or I'm sorry, .org, it should be. And that will take you, I believe rescue1global.com actually takes you to .org. I'm not sure, but I believe it is .org. And if somebody could drop that link in the comments here, that would be awesome. But please go visit those two sites and do anything that you can to help. Prosecutions of sex trafficking are actually down in the U.S. Crazy, right? There's no way that this is that the crimes are elevating, right? There's higher numbers of these crimes every year, but the prosecutions are down. And anybody who has been through Thank you so much, Dean Dio, man. I appreciate you, brother. I will see you later this evening, man. Anybody who has been through any kind of legal situation in the United States probably can understand why people aren't getting prosecuted. And so the mission that Lacey and Daniel have, there's a reason why it is prevent, rescue, and restore. Because the prosecution of this is not always going to be successful. And so what we have to do is get them enough resources, enough money, enough people behind them that they can fight this before it ever happens. And so with that said, guys, again, we need your help. Please go to that website and donate any amount that you possibly can. Events like the Super Bowl increasingly are monitored for sex trafficking because of how those things bring the attention of wealthy people and people who are looking to do this kind of thing from around the world. People come in there and these girls are available and these guys are coming to events and they're looking to find these young girls. I was watching somebody's stream that was on earlier this morning. I think it was around 6 o'clock a.m. and he was talking about porn and how the porn industry actually fuels the sex trafficking industry. Because what happens, and it blew my mind, like, I'm a big person on data. I run businesses by data. I coach people by data. I do everything by the numbers, right? And so what happens is when people are viewing pornography, the sex trafficking people behind the scenes can see exactly what type of things are getting the most views. And so then they can go recruit young girls or old girls or any kind of girl that they think they can get to do these types of sex acts that are the most popular. And so those people out there that think that stuff is okay, that's not okay, because you are contributing to this problem and you probably don't even realize it. And so I would encourage you guys to research this. Just go to Google and type in sex trafficking, and you can type in your own city, you can type in the United States, you can type in anywhere around the world, and you will be blown away by the facts of what happens in our own country, in our own neighborhoods, that leads to this problem continuing to become a bigger and bigger and bigger problem in our country. And so the only way that we can stop it is to get behind organizations like this one. So you guys, in a few minutes here, I'm about to wrap up here in just 2 minutes, and you guys are going to hear from Rescue One Global themselves. I believe they are going to give us a tour of one of the places that they restore people in, I think, if I'm not mistaken. If somebody could drop that in the comments if that is incorrect. But you guys are going to hear from these people themselves, the angels themselves that make this happen and have taken this on for themselves. By the way, Lacey and Daniel told a story at Glenn's conference that I was watching on a live stream about their own child almost being abducted overseas. And that is how this organization started. They could have just ignored it and been thankful that their child didn't get abducted. But instead, these incredible people took this on themselves, and they fight every single day, guys. They're going to rescue these people themselves. So I want you to think about that. These people are putting themselves in harm's way to make this happen and to do just incredible things for these people who desperately, desperately need us. So again, guys, any contractor out there by the end of tonight that donates $500, you will have access to Top Contractor Elite, the absolute best circle of people and training program that exists in the construction industry. $500 donation gets you access to that for an entire year. A $100 donation, I will run 2 sales meetings for you for an hour apiece, and I'll probably end up doing more than that, but at least that for you guys donating. And so with that said, guys, I am approaching my 30-minute mark. Glenn Lundy, I appreciate the invitation, and I'm honored to be one of the people who were able to take this for 30 minutes and hopefully share this to people and educate some folks on what's going on here and hopefully raise some money for everybody. So I'm going to throw it over to the folks at Rescue One Global. Please tune in to their page. You guys can search them right there on Facebook. And to everybody that donated, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 7:30 on Morning Perspective.